Okay, friends, so today we are going to look at working at a CV, diving deep. And the first step starts with the job description. So we are looking at a CV for the project manager position, an IT project manager position. Let's go through the job description. And it says that it is requiring a highly skilled and experienced project manager who is adept with information technologies and who has worked from initiation to completion, right? So let's see other job responsibilities here: oversee the project life cycle, and then manage and lead a variety of technical projects, ensure that the projects are delivered in time, within scope, and within budget. So all these three requirements relate to that of a manager. Look at the words that are here: manage, effectively communicate, coordinate, and collaborate. So these are the key words that you should be looking for, that you should align in the CV, right? And then it's develop detailed project plans, other technique, and it also focuses on project risk management, right? You look at the word project life cycle being used again and again in the job description. And finally, it provides regular updates to senior management and external stakeholders. Now let's look at some of the qualifications. It mentions that there's a requirement of a degree in project management or business administration, a work experience of 5 to 6 years, and then it mentions the various softwares that a good candidate would possess. Again, adept in project life cycle management, and you should also be familiar with waterfall and agile methodologies. Strong verbal and written communication skills. Risk management is highlighted again. As a manager, you need to have strong analytical and problem solving skills. And at the final part, they have preferred qualifications in project management and ITIL. What do you think are the key takeaways from a review of that job description? So, it required someone who has managed projects through its entire life cycle, right? And then it focused on someone who understood project management terms and someone who was able to deliver within the restraints of scope, time, and budget. It also focused on strong collaboration and communication skills, since that position is required to work with multiple vendors and clients. And then the manager should be well versed with risk management, because he or she should ensure that the project does not overrun. And then the manager also required strong analytical skills, problem solving skills in the course of work. And finally, the manager should be able to present things to external parties and to senior management. So we are going to capture all of this in the CV now. Okay, so let's look at a draft CV. So look at the first section. So there are 4 lines here. We could fit this into 3 lines. And then this is the main section of the CV, also known as the elevator pitch. So when I look at CVs, if this is not impressive, your CV goes straight to the dustbin. So it says project manager, and the requirement was that of an IT project manager. So it would be good if we could be more specific and include IT project manager, right? Let's look at the other stuff. A dynamic project manager with 10 plus experience, leading teams, delivering complex IT projects, ability to manage all aspects of the project life cycle and agile transformations. Okay, some part of it is covered. Skilled in and this softwares, a strong track record of working in fast-paced environments, and a certain bit of personality skills as well. So what do you think about this? What is lacking in this? See, this is a very soft pitch. There are absolutely no numbers here. What was the size of the budget? How many clients did the position handle? Right? Uh, what was the size of the team? Did you ever lead? And did you, were you able to drive the business to success? And you need to show more heart in this section. So more of your personality should come through. Something about your achievement should also come through. So when a supervisor or when the reviewer goes to this section, they should have the motivation to go down as well. But this is a very soft pitch. Now let's look at the core competencies section. Too many competencies. Nobody's going to read all of this. and I can already see that there are certain things that are repetitive. uh, the softwares that are mentioned here, that are they are also repeated here, and there are just too many core competencies. Now let's look at the professional experience. It mentions a company, and the applier is based in Vietnam. So we cannot tell if this is a multinational company, right? So let's look at what the work that the project manager has done. Okay, handle a 40 million worth of project. So this is good. This is the good part, because you're mentioning figures. Look here, a user base exceeding 5 million. That's very impressive. And you've led teams from sizes of 10 to 25. Again, that's very strong. A 99% success rate. And you've worked for a Fortune 100 pharmaceutical company, which is again excellent. See, now the things are shining through. Stakeholders across 32 countries. That's again very strong. Let's look at the other part. So see, this is repetitive. The company's name is already here, and the company's name is repeated here. So it shows that the person was promoted from coordinator to an IT manager over the period of time, but it has been mentioned in a repetitive way. So again, there are numbers and figures here, which is nice. People like to look at numbers. Don't give them a simple job description. This is your CV. Be illustrative, be demonstrative. And the applicant has also worked in another company. So again, it says a sister concern of Intel. So is this the Intel from United States, or where is this Intel? I don't know. And then again, use of many percentages and figures. I like this. Wow, look at this. Led the training of 300 entrepreneurs, and it's mentioned right at the bottom. So this is something that should go to the top, right? Let's go further down. So it mentions an education which is ongoing. Then there is an MBA in accounting. I don't know what an MBA in accounting is. And then let's look at the other degrees, certifications. Okay. And then there is additional training. So folks, like, if you are professional, i I don't see how this training adds value. If you're certified, that's one thing. So I've seen many people listing down multiple trainings in the CV. I don't see the value to that. Let's look at the achievements part. 16 citations in Google. Where is the link? How will I know whether you have actually done this? So let's rework this CV, and let's look at a better version. Okay, so let's do a comparison between the two CVs. So what we have done here is we have highlighted a hyperlink to the LinkedIn profile, and then see, now it says IT project manager. The newer CV is on the right. So you can see that in the elevator pitch it has become much stronger, because it mentions experience in various business domains such as fintech, healthcare, ERP, which was missing in the earlier CV. And it blasts out at the front saying that it's the experience is related to a Fortune 100 company leading a this many million project, stakeholders with 32 nations. It has highlighted points such as collaboration, and then it has made use of keywords such as PMBOK and project management life cycle. And at the end, it has brought out more personality, saying leadership, communication, problem solving, and critical thinking. So it's very strong elevator pitch now. Let's look at the core competencies. So instead of fitting everything into a hot pot, it is now focused on certain critical competencies. I like the fact that it has started with leadership, and then it again focuses on the project management life cycle, communication, collaboration, risk management, and presentation skills as well, along with all the various technical skills. Let's scroll further down, and let's see the professional experience part. So you can see that this is now defined as a German company, right? It was missing earlier, and now it says that it is the company that provides services to clients across 54 nations. So this completely changes the dynamics from the point of view of the person viewing the CV, because now I know that the person has worked with people across various nations, and it hits the nail on its head by starting with leadership and saying that it has worked across this many countries for this many projects. So this is what we are looking for. Highlight your key strengths, friends. And then it also talks about cross-functional and multicultural teams. This is very important. People want to hire staff who have worked with people of diverse cultures, diverse perspectives. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is very valued at the workplace. And the reputation in the name of the company is gone now. You can see here. Uh, let's scroll further down and let's go to the other company, hell of a company. Now it mentions that it is a sister company of an American organization. See the difference it makes. The earlier was an Intel, which could be located anywhere, and this is the actual Intel. The fact that the applicant has led 300 entrepreneurs, it has been moved to the top. Now this is great, right? It now the education portion also has been changed to masters in accounting, which makes more sense. The trainings portion has been removed, all the certifications has been added. See, the PMP was a required certification in the job description. And finally, the hyperlink to the citations has also been mentioned here. So overall, this CV is much more compact and much more related to the job, and it highlights your strengths, guys. So this is what you should be focusing on. Okay, so certain key takeaways from the third part of this cracking the interview series. The format of the CV, make it simple, black and white. The length of the CV, it should not exceed 2 pages. Keep it to 2 pages, no matter what the length of your experience is. Go through the job description thoroughly, as I mentioned earlier, and customize your CV. Another very important point that I would like to mention is never ever lie on your CV. Don't put in things that you have not done before. The interviewer is going to pinpoint things on your CV, pinpoint the skills on your CV, and they're going to ask you to demonstrate how you have put that experience and that competency into the workplace. And if you cannot answer that, you're a fraud, and nobody likes frauds. Don't ever lie in the CV. So it'll take some time. If you ask me the number of attempts I've made at my CV, applying to jobs, I've done more than 20-25 different versions of my CV, right? For a controller position, for a vice president position, for a CFO position, for a senior manager position, depending upon the type of the industry. So I've had experience in public accounting, in banking, in the nonprofit sector, and in educational administration as well. Do I mention all of that in my CV? No. If I'm applying for to a bank, I'll not mention my experience relating to education administration. If I'm applying at a university, I can leave out the experience of public accounting. So it's not necessary that you pack in everything into your CV. It's not a description of everything you've done in your life. It's a description. It's a product to sell yourself, right? So be relevant and stick to the point. So you won't get your perfect CV in the very first attempt, or even in the first 5 attempts. That much I can guarantee it to you. It'll take time, but be patient with yourself and work through various versions of your CV. The more you work on them, the better they'll get. I can guarantee you that. Okay, guys, I can't wait to hear about your success stories, and I'll see you on the fourth part. Please like, share, and subscribe. If there's anything, any questions you want to ask, please leave them in the comment section below. Believe in the right karma.